Hey, I'm Patrick with Rowdy Restorations. Today, we came out to the Stars, Stripes, and White Lines truck show out here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Drew might have sent me a message and said he was going to be down here. Kind of encouraged me to come on down. I was not planning on coming here because this is the weekend before Perry. I was going to stay at home and get stuff ready to go to that show, but here we are. Red Switch, I think that's how you pronounce it. These guys won their class at Matt's, and that is a sweet truck right there. Wait till you see when we get to the other side. So it's a 359, but it's on a 379 chassis. That way they can put the air ride on it, get it set down lower. Check out the interior. Now, I don't think this truck hasn't been to work yet, but it is going to be a working truck. Big cat motor in it. But check out this display, man. These guys go all out right here. Look at this. Big hole conversion. Definitely have to do that to ours when we get around to it. So they did not have the trailer in Louisville, but I think they took it to the 75 Chrome Shop show after that, and then they've had it out several other shows. This is the first show I've been to since Louisville. I want you to look at that. Pretty damn cool. I think he's got all the wheelbase right there. They definitely got some nice trucks out here at these shows. Look at this lowboy. I want one of them Landauls with the hydraulic dovetails, what I want. He's out of Upper Sandusky, Ohio. I have been there before. And we did one of our little farm tours before a tractor show one time. Look at that. Polished up frameless dump. Oh man, this is like a logger here, but that's for hauling some big trees.
Yeah, they're lined up. Yeah.
But none of that stuff has ABS brakes on it. It's
Yeah.
old, all the trailers on
Well, he's out of Brooksville, Florida with that log trailer there. I wonder if he hauls like telephone poles or something. Oh yeah. Old school KW. I'm thinking this might be the one that was at Matt's that has a bar in the front of it. Yes. Yep. Man, look at that rig. Bet that trailer is every bit of 200,000. Yeah, these guys got that nice polished trailer behind that old school KW. They were at Mid-America, and they've got a bar set up and a hangout in the back of the trailer. It's a pretty cool idea. And then these guys here, they're from Seneca. They're not far down the road from us. I've never seen them out in Seneca anywhere, but that is the trailer right there that we need for tractors.
Yeah, unless it's high enough. I'd be worried about this getting hung up on everything up where we are.
Oh yeah, this would be nice for high crop tractors, but you wouldn't get it around at home.
Yeah.
The Grumpy crew, I guess. That one's just called Grumpy, and this one's extra grumpy. That would be a handy rig right there, though, for going to the shows that we go to. Stay right in it, don't have to worry about nothing. And one day, I will have me a trailer like this right here. Always wanted one of these trailers. You'd be able to haul tractors on it, hydraulic dovetail, still haul equipment. And then the deck up there at the front pops up so you can load the neck too. Here's a nice 359. Regular hood. Oh, he's from 96, South Carolina. There again, that's not that far from us. That's a short one right there now. Look how short that dude is. It's got a 36-inch sleeper on it, and the fuel tanks are nearly touching the tires. That would get around at home good, that's for sure.
Yeah, they were hoping
Extended hood. Saluda, South Carolina. Ooh, that's been up north, hasn't it? Look at the cab corners. It's only steel on the trucks. I actually thought the cab corners were aluminum, but apparently those ones aren't. I'm assuming he doesn't haul track type equipment much. These are probably the nicest mobile home haulers I've ever seen. Look at them things. I guess Bennett must be close by because it seems like there's an awful lot of Bennett trucks here. Yeah. There's another Bennett truck. These are pretty much all Bennett trucks. They must lease on with Bennett. This guy was at Mid-America, and I don't think I got as good a footage there. Well, remember guys, I was new to this then, but I didn't get as good a footage of this truck at Mid-America, so check it out. I was just talking to the guy that does all the paint work and everything on it. Really nice. I want you all to check out this KW single axle right here out of Wyoming. And I did not know they ran trucks like that there. This looks like something you'd see out in California. But that is a cool setup, and that truck right there is perfect for hooking a gooseneck too. They definitely haven't had anything in there in the last couple days. Oh, and on another note here where the music's not so loud, but that guy right there, see, that's got a short trailer with the 3 axles underneath it like that. He's set up for hauling a double load of coils. So they're loading 80,000 plus on the trailer. They're set up to haul, to gross out at 120. That's what they're tagged for. All right, well, I'm over here with Drew's truck, and like I've talked about before, Drew's with Discount Dirt Works. I've done a few tractors for him. And he got camera shy, didn't want to do the interview, so we got CJ here that actually built the truck.
Absolutely.
And we'll get him to walk around and tell us a little bit about what they did, because there has been a lot of work that has gone into this thing.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah.
But it's a 2025 Kenworth W900L. I ordered the truck for Drew. It was a day cab. We had the truck sent right from Renton to ATG. They built this 50-inch classic sleeper for it. And then it was delivered to Pennsylvania, and that's sort of where we got to work. This is sort of like the second variation of this truck.
Yes.
It's like a re-debut, sort of.
Right.
But we started off, we pulled the Cummins out of it. It had an X15 605 in it. We pulled that out. We worked with Performance Diesel, and they built this C16 cat for us. It's got a few horsepower. It's a 59 injectors, custom cut head, 106 upper and an 80 lower. Yeah, it's got the power we're looking for. We took that, we wire tucked the whole firewall, so we got rid of all the plumbing and wiring.
Yeah, Drew was showing me that a minute ago. Look at this, guys. I mean, look at that. It's not like there's an extra firewall in there.
Nope.
It is, and they've even taken and ground the hucks out and turned them around and got the hucks going the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, with that, there's a lot that goes on. It's a project, absolutely. Everything is Deutsche connectors for the wiring now. All of your air lines that come out of the firewall actually now have a manifold behind the dash, and they go up the passenger side pillar, through the roof, and down the back. And that's where all, I think it's 17 airlines or so,
Right.
go out the back and then shoot into the bottom to be hooked up again.
Wow.
As far as some more custom stuff is with that, we actually got rid of the entire fuel system and the ECM. We relocated all that, so now your fuse panel, your fuel filters, your ECM, and all 4 batteries are in this driver's side box now. So that really cleaned it up a lot.
Yeah.
Even the new trucks have the big power steering set up here. We went back to like the older Kenworth style and put the old reservoir down back there. I shaved any non-essential hole on the frame before we had the chassis painted again. Ton of chrome, ton of stainless, like all these pipes here, the coolant pipes, the overflow tank, crossover, you name it. If it's stainless, I build it. So that's kind of cool. I really enjoy stainless fab. We wanted to do a chrome fan, which so it has to be metal. We couldn't find one for a Kenworth or a Peterbilt, so that's a fan out of an R model Mack that we had chromed.
That's cool.
And I moved the engine 6 inches forward because I knew I wanted to kind of showcase the area back there.
That's like a mechanic's dream back there right now.
Yeah,
dude.
oh yeah, you can get on top of that transmission, no problem.
Right, right.
We smoothed the whole inside of the hood.
Yeah, he was showing me that too, because this was still textured at Louisville.
It was.
And then, like he said, it still had the Cummins in it at Louisville. I only have a short little clip in it of the video that I did from Louisville, just because it was so chaotic in there. I couldn't get any footage.
It sure was.
And plus, I was new to the filming all this stuff too.
Yeah.
So.
I got rid of the stainless air cleaners, put the old style on it, older mirrors, an old style visor that I actually had to modify to fit the newer cab. We added air horns to it. These are custom bases that we have made.
Okay.
That's all stainless. And if you notice, the wire runs inside AN lines. So the end of this light has the taper for an AN fitting, that 37 degree or whatever it is. So it works out really slick. So I have those on the bumper, the backs of the steps, and up on the mirrors there. So kind of, we just wanted to not have any wires showing. That was kind of our goal here. And I think we did.
You did a good job on it. Because you still had on the Cummins that was in here, you still had wires showing.
Oh,
and stuff on
it was pretty well untouched in that respect. So as far as the interior goes, not a whole lot has changed since Louisville, but it's a spare time interior. He completely leather wrapped the dash. The steering wheel is custom. We had sent it out to California and had it engraved by one of the lowrider guys, which was really cool. It's got the Randy twin stick in it for the high-low overdrive. One thing that we did have to do with this time around is I got rid of the HVAC, like all the heater box and everything on the firewall, so we ended up doing a vintage air out of a hot rod in it.
Okay.
So I got rid of the heater controls that used to be next to your brake knobs, and now you'll see there's a small little billet control panel right there. So
I've
that
actually used a vintage air before and put it into Studebaker.
Okay,
I've done
yeah.
this back in the day. Well, after I moved to Cashers, I did a Studebaker
Yep.
and put air conditioning in it for a fella.
Yep.
Yep.
That and the pedals are a one-off thing. On the new Kenworth, your throttle pedal actually comes out of the dash, and I never liked that.
Right.
So I went to a
Yep.
floor mount setup and had these made.
Yep.
Moving back, it's a 6-inch Dynaflex kit. I modified that because I wanted a 6-inch Y pipe. So that's a Peterbilt Y pipe that we kind of made work, and I made the lower bracket. And with that, I incorporated the sleeper mount into the exhaust bracket.
Sweet.
And you'll see underneath, obviously, we paneled the whole
Oh, yeah.
underside of the cab
Yeah.
and the sleeper.
That's what I've always been impressed with the like the truck show stuff.
Yeah.
Is the way the guys will get serious and they'll start paneling under there,
Oh, yeah.
and paneling under the rails and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep. So,
Maybe one day I'll do a truck or something. Well, I'll do my truck for sure, but maybe one day I'll do a few trucks. I like the fact that, you know, like with the restorations that we do, I'm always trying to go back like 100% OEM.
yes.
But with this stuff, you can get creative and
Oh,
you can do cool
absolutely,
stuff.
yeah.
That's what I like about doing
Yeah.
that.
As far as fuel tanks go, those are custom fuel tanks that we built. The straps, the bracketry, all that we built. That tank panel in the middle is something that I had built. The under deck plate with the recessed lights, we kept that theme going.
Yep.
The drive panel, same deal. And I actually had the drive panel, when we bent it, I did it in a wide mouth press so that it would sort of match the radius of the fenders.
Okay. Yep.
As far as like deck plate I built, fifth wheel plate I built, this is a removable panel that does have live hookups in it. So that was kind of cool to do to match the back windows. They're Hogue built full fenders. One thing that's I built all my own brackets for it, but one thing that's kind of neat is I was trying to figure out what to do with a one-off fastener. I couldn't find anything that I was super satisfied with. So I have a machine shop that I work with pretty closely, and I came up with a design for a flat-headed bolt that almost looked like a stainless huck. And it would have two cutouts on the backside that you could put a second wrench on. So that's what you'll see on the fenders there.
Okay.
That's actually that's a 3/8 bolt that we started with a piece of solid round stock.
Yep. Nice.
And you'll see that on the fenders. We did it on the fifth wheel lockdown bolt, and also on the rear cross member I did them in a 1/2-inch design as well.
Cool.
Back of the frame used to be square.
Yep.
Cut that off and smoothed it. I recessed the California hookups in the back here.
Yeah.
The light panel for the back. I mean, as far as, besides the fenders and the stacks, all of the stainless and stuff I built, so I
That's
take a lot
cool.
of pride in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I could understand that. Well, good deal. Well, thanks for telling us about the
Absolutely, I
truck.
appreciate it.
There's your cab over. I think that was at Louisville too. Talk about giving the illusion of having a lot of wheelbase. Little tiny cab like that won't even cover the motor. Big Cam Cummins tucked up in there. Pretty neat truck though. We got quite a bit of trucks lined up out here at the Speedway. Here's one like Nick's color scheme. Nice cat motor in there. NZ cat. That's an interesting line of work. They do water tank maintenance and emergency repair. 359, old school paint scheme. It's got a 6NZ dialed up to 700 horsepower. See, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this is sitting on 379 frame 2. You see it's got the late model leaf springs and the steering up front, and they do that to get the trucks to sit lower. Oh, he's out of Ontario. There you go, Woodchuck. Up there in your neck of the woods somewhere. Get the corncob glad hand covers. Pretty darn cool. And of course, Semi-Casual's got their build here. This is unfinished business. This is the truck they built for PDI. The detail that they've put into this truck's very impressive too. Checked this one out at Matt's. It was out there at Matt's, and I actually expected them to take some more away from that show than they did prize-wise. Very nice truck though. The detail that these guys put into these trucks is impressive. You'll notice all the good builds. I mean, they clock all the bolts. All the bolt heads facing the same direction and everything. Lots and lots and lots of work. I mean, look at the interior. This one's got a Cummins motor in it, but I mean, look at the detail there too that they've put into these motors, and these guys don't cut any corners on any of that stuff. Check this out. Man, look at the detail on this guy. He's another Canadian down here out of Ontario. High Speed Chicken Feed. It's the name of the truck. Reckon he hauls chicken feed in that frameless dump then, huh?
Honestly, I think.
Look at that. Got an N14 in there. That's cool. Be another good trailer for hauling tractors around in. Says there that it has a 12V71 in it. Son. It's got a heck of a motor in it then. Massey Motor Freight at Troy Massey. They had Wild Child at the Mid-America Truck Show, and I'm pretty sure they took home the grand prize from there. So they've obviously got some nice equipment in their fleet. They do a real nice job. Oh, this is Lot Rot. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen this one in person. Glenn said that I've got to check out the sleeper on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see why. Man, that is nice. If you're building a show truck, or even just a truck to ride around in or something, that's the way to do it right there. Out that powder wagon. You don't see trucks like that hauling cement into the plants at home, that's for sure. Definitely not. Big old curtain wall rig right over here too. Another big cat motor. Go see if we can see inside this one. Big old gen set on the front. Oh man, look at that. Here's the one from Mid-America that y'all love so much on my channels. C&E Cattle Company. He didn't have the little cows stuck in the trailer when he was at Mid-America. Look at him. Boy, good thing Lila's not here.
Works all good because we can go anywhere.
Here you go, guys. At least there was a John Deere here at the show. Not stock. They're announcing the awards and stuff over here now, but I talked to the fella that owns this truck, and so this is a factory Canadian special, and that intake is set up to bring the warm air from the engine back into the air cleaners, so obviously they can stay warm. They need to run at a certain temperature, but when you live down in the south like I do, you definitely don't have to worry about stuff like that. But that is something that they would expect up in Canada back in the day. So that was pretty neat. I'm glad I saw him earlier and was able to find that out. Well, that'll be it for this show. I hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty cool little side trip over here. I wasn't even really planning on coming to this show, but then Drew called me up and said, hey, we're going to be down here in Atlanta. Why don't you come check it out? So. But as always, like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a dime. It really helps out the channel. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.